right shoulder. They have a black band also on their left shoulder. They will be paying tribute to all 9 victims and their families that were tragically lost in Sunday's helicopter accident. But we keep asking ourselves, what would Kobe do? What would be the next step that you take? And the next step happens to be on that basketball court that used to be his sanctuary in Staples Center.
2 words, Maria Taylor: Mamba mentality. That's what he would want his squad in purple and gold to go out and do. Play terrific, entertain the fans, and Stephen A is gonna like this next one. Deliver a chip.
That's right.
That's what he will want from his squad.
Listen. I love Kobe. My friend, my brother, somebody that I covered for many years. I know him just like they know him. They know him better, probably. Let me say this to you right now. I'm going to be nice. We're focusing on Kobe. But let me be very, very clear. Let me be very, very clear.
I just thought of Gary Payton.
I know, and there is not a soul, not Wilbon, not Jalen, not Paul Pitt. There is not a soul alive that knows Kobe Bryant that would not tell you that I am 1,000% when I say this. The Los Angeles Lakers, he will be expecting the chip. Now, we're going to sit up there, we're going to talk about Kobe. What would he want most from the basketball team? The tattoos are nice. The love and adulation is nice. The recognition. All of that stuff is true. And we will talk about that. But as this season wanes, you're going to hear me, and you're going to hear me saying, excuse me, the Los Angeles, the chip, the championship. That's what Kobe Bryant would want from the Lakers.
And that's a realistic expectation. LeBron James is playing at an MVP label. Anthony Davis has established himself as one of the better players in the league. They built out the roster. Right. And I also want to send prayers to my friend, my former teammate, Rob Pelinka.
That's right.
Who also lost a best friend, also lost a goddaughter in losing Gigi. So I agree with Stephen A. We want to celebrate Kobe Bryant as we should. We're going to do that forever.
Let me ask you guys this about, we just saw LeBron, and he has talked about, and I thought admirably so.
Admirably, absolutely.
About carrying on the legacy. And that's a lot to take on.
Yes.
If anybody's up to this, LeBron James is up to this. So we're going to start there. But this is an interesting league now. There are more teams. Usually there's maybe a 4th team, right, that can challenge. Usually got 3 teams, 4. Right now, you got 5 or 6 teams that are going to go into April 15th thinking, Stephen A., that they can challenge whomever. I appreciate you looking over there. Come to your right. Come right to your right. It's right here. I'm going to answer that. New Year's Eve, I'm in Bel Air partying with Kobe Bryant, bringing in the new year. Kobe Bryant said, quote, "We,
as in
the Lakers, we have enough." That's all I need to hear. We walked into the season. Listen, you have people picking the Clippers, rightfully so. We respect Denver, what we saw last year. Utah bringing up Conley, still having Donovan Mitchell. You got Rudy Gobert, Bogdanovich. We get all of that. You sitting up there. But we look at the Lakers, and the only question that we have, particularly with the return of Kyle Kuzma, did they have enough? Kobe Bryant feels they had enough. You feel they had enough. You feel they have enough. You feel they have enough. And now,
right now,
all I'm saying is, listen, we understand that there are far more serious things that we are discussing. We only strictly talking basketball in terms of what this man will want. He is a Laker for life. He wants a championship. Excuse me, I don't have a problem with that. And they can do it.
And that's what these fans want too, because they've seen 16. And one of the defining moments of Kobe's career is after he won 3 straight championships playing with Shaquille O'Neal, was that he can reinvent this Los Angeles Lakers team and win another one, and he won 2 more.
And Jalen, remember this, Doc Rivers, the Clippers coach, said, quote, "The greatest way to honor him at this point on the basketball court is to win." But he was talking about his own team. He was talking about his team. And I'm saying, now my point I was going to make is, I didn't hear no one from the Lakers say that. Well, and I will be watching and I will be listening.
We're all going to be watching as the Lakers take the court again for the first time since Sunday. And we heard it right here that the expectation is obviously a championship. But the last 6 days for anyone in the sports world, around the world, it has not been easy. We could almost measure the legacy of Kobe Bryant in the number of tears that have been shed here right behind us. Michael B. Jordan will walk us through exactly how the world has mourned their icon.
The most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation. That's what makes true greatness.
It's one of those numbers that can't be counted. The number of tears shed since we've heard.
Breaking news, five-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant died earlier this afternoon in a helicopter crash.
Today is one of the saddest days in my lifetime.
I don't even know if I can do this.
It's hard,
Please join us in a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Mamba.
But amid all the pain and all the sorrow, there is a question worth pondering. Why all the tears? The answer may be as complex as the man himself.
My name is Kobe Bryant.
17 years old, with the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
See, we're all crying because of a wonderful idea shared with Kobe Bryant. That a game matters.
Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer! Whoa!
That what a person can do with a ball in their hands can make an impression far beyond the court that they play on. Seizing control of your heart, electrifying your imagination.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles!
Connecting us to millions who believe in that same magic.
One of the great farewell performances in any sport. 60 points.
There's beauty in that idea, honor in that mission, and at its heart, there's love. We're crying because we got Kobe Bryant.
I could be remembered as a person that was born with a lot of talent, but did everything he could to try to overachieve and lived every day as if he was the 12th guy on the bench. I think that's a very powerful message to have.
We got that to him. Every day can be a chance to lift yourself just a little bit higher. Make yourself just a little bit better. That was the Mamba mentality.
I can't believe it's come to an end. You guys will always be in my heart. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys.
You're crying because you're a father, or a daughter, or a son, or a mother.
To my family, my wife Vanessa, our daughters Natalia and Gianna, thank you guys for all your sacrifice.
Whoever you are, old or young, you have people in your life that you love and you'll do anything for. We saw that reflected in the glimpses of his life. Glimpses of Kobe Bryant as a dad.
Such a long journey, so many sacrifices to my family and me working hard.
Glimpses of Gigi Bryant as the future.
Fans will come up to me and she'll be standing next to me and they'll be like, hey, you gotta have a boy. You and V gotta have a boy, man. Somebody carry on the tradition, the legacy. She's like, oi.
The darkness, the emptiness. All the things that we come to sports to get away from. But that's all right. Because even when the world doesn't feel like it makes much sense, we can still do what Kobe did. Find something or someone that you love and give yourself over to him completely. That will always be the essence of the ball player, the icon, the legend, and the human being. And through all the tears, it'll always be a beautiful thing.
For the final time, number 24 on the floor, five-time world champion Kobe Bryant.
So Los Angeles is considered the city of angels. Well, they just gained a new one. Kobe Bryant watching over LA as it prepares to mourn and move forward. Exactly. And that's just one of the pieces that have shown up here in the middle of LA Live over the last 6 days. The celebration continues. 20,000 t-shirts were placed on the seats inside of Staples Center. Half of them were at the 8, 24 on the other side. We've seen every single player come out in their warm-ups wearing a Kobe Bryant jersey, trying to compose themselves and dealing with the emotions and the weight of having to play since the loss of Kobe Bryant. We are 4 minutes away from the official tribute to Kobe Bryant that will take place right inside of Staples Center. As we get closer, guys, I want us to reminisce favorite Kobe memories. Give them to me. We'll start with Jalen.
Wow. My favorite memory was looking at the back of his license plate number the night he scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. And here's why for all young people. Please pay attention to this point. It's so very important. He never talked trash. When you show a mixtape in that game, I'm trying to tell you, in that game, Paul, you know how this works. Guys that have 8 points and be talking trash.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
In that game, right.
Because if you get to 51, 61, and you start talking trash and start thumping your chest, people start double teaming you, start triple teaming you, want to injure you, and you never get there. But he was so locked in. You do an all-time great a Kobe Bryant mixtape. None of those plays are going to be in the game. He was literally just putting the smack down like an adult. Mm-hmm. And that's why I always respect the Black Mama. I will be a footnote, a footstool to his greatness as many times as I can be.
I mean, I gotta agree with Jalen. I mean, I remember watching the game when he scored 81. That was one of my favorite just Kobe moments. I told the story. I was sitting in my basement in Boston playing dominoes, and it's one of those typical nights. I'm hearing the score. I'm kind of watching it like how we looking back and forth, and he has like 40, 50. Then he gets to 60. Then they say like 70, and I turn around, I put the dominoes down, we stopped playing, and then we looked up, and he ends up with 81, and I was like, this is unreal. It was video game-like. It's like when you play the video game and use one player to score all the points, and he actually did it.
Mine is personal. 12 years ago this week, I had a heart attack. You know, I was in the hospital 4 days. I got out. I get home. There's an enormous bouquet of flowers at the front door, and it says from Kobe Bryant. And I was like, okay, this is like Kornheiser playing a joke. This is not from Kobe. And I called John Black, the longtime director of public relations here at the Lakers. And I said, this is not. And he said, well, he called me to get your address. So yes, it's from Kobe. And I went down to see him. The next game I could see, they were in Phoenix, and I happened to be in Scottsdale. I got into the arena, and Kobe hugs me. You all right? You got to do better than this. Close the door to the trainer's room. And I get, what for? He says, hey, you gonna be a father? You can't live like this. You got to be better than this. We can't have this. We can't lose you. And it was a lecture that had some impact on my life, and it's remarkable. It's been 12 years ago, and I remember every word that was said. Most of them I can't repeat right here, but the message was loud and clear.
Mm-hmm. Two memories stand out in my mind away from the court. Obviously, him against Indiana in the finals year, but his last game in Philadelphia, when that crowd cheered for him. I know Kobe, it meant a lot to him. We and I talked about that because years earlier they had booed him, and they had booed him repeatedly. Mm-hmm. And him being at Lower Merion in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and being of that Philadelphia ilk, it always hurt him that they didn't love him enough. Mm-hmm. And then when he received that love from them, it meant everything to him. And on a personal note, you know, my mother passed away on June 1st, 2017. And I said on several occasions this week that Shaq called me. Second call was from Kobe Bryant, about 25 minutes later. And if you lost your mother, that is the most devastating thing that has ever happened to me in my life. And for him to reach out to me and to be that friend and brother that he was, it has always touched me, and it will forever touch me.
So it's certainly been a 6-day period that has been devastating. It has been unthinkable. Alyssa, John, Carrie Altabelli, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Christina Mauser, and Ara Zabayan. They were also on that helicopter. But tonight, we will be watching inside of Staples Center, which was, again, Kobe Bryant's sanctuary. Those players that are donning his jersey now have decided to put the legacy of Kobe Bean Bryant on their back and continue to play this game. We will continue to remember Kobe for exactly who he is, who he was, what he brought to the game, what he brought to every single man that is sitting right next to me as you continue to hear the stories. The connection that he's had and that he's been able to build with people is innumerable, it's immeasurable, and it continues to go on behind us. Thousands of people have been gathering here at LA Live since Sunday. It's grown exponentially, and it speaks to the man that Kobe Bryant was. Right now, we take you inside of Staples Center for the Kobe Bryant tribute inside of his sanctuary.